Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back in with this week's episode and all the physical releases coming to the Switch June the 17th until the 21st. Just a quickie this week. There's not really much going on, not entirely sure why. Summer holiday maybe? All the PR companies chilling in Lanzarote? Who knows? But it's all about Europe this week, kind of. Firstly with Monark, which as most of us are aware is an older title, but this is a new print. Over in Europe, NIS America have slowly been reissuing their older games and thankfully taking off the ugly deluxe day one edition banner nonsense at the top. So this instantly means it's better. I bought one for Trails of Cold Steel 3, I think, and yeah, this is a new version of an older game. Seed of Life should also be releasing in Europe this week. I believe it's out in North America already. It's a game that is ugly as sin and runs even worse than it looks on Nintendo Switch. Do not waste your time with it if you weren't already put off by the Fun Box logo on the box. It's always a bad sign when the game doesn't have boobs in it. Now, of course, that's really it for retail. There's not much going on, not much to buy, but if you do want to purchase any physical releases, like older ones or pre-orders, then please consider using the links down below in the description. You can buy from Video Games Plus. It's a fantastic way to support me and this series. They have good prices and cheap Canadian money, and free shipping worldwide if you purchase over 80 Canadian bucks. That's like 60 American dollars. Not that much. They have lots of great stuff over there, discounts, reprints, fantastic company. Plus, if you purchase something via our link, then each week you will be put into a draw to win a $10 discount coupon. And this week's winner is Russell J. I think I went to school with somebody called Russell J. And anyways, congratulations, Russell. You should get an email from VGP if you haven't already with your discount coupon. Thank you so much for your support. Now, usually we would head into the low print section, but even they are on holiday this week. I don't know what's going on, so we're jumping into the imports. If you purchase from Play Asia, remember, 5% off with the code Jordan24. Thankfully, Japan is much better this week than, the West. Rusted Moss is getting a physical release in Japan this week with English. This is a side-scrolling action game with twin-stick shooter controls. It also has Metroidvania elements for you exploring types. I have to admit the trailer has not done much for me, but all the reviews are telling me it's a pretty badass game. You swing around on a grappling hook like Umihara Kawase, but now you have an assault rifle, which makes it even better. And our executive producers Josh Foote and Boombox have chosen this as their pick of the week. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Quest of Memories is releasing in Japan this week with English. Mildly surprised about this because it seems like the kind of game that would not have English on the Japanese release, but then like a year later P-Cube would come in and then translate it. So I should be quite happy. It looks alright. I'm not expecting great things from it, but still, it's based off an anime where you are a loser virgin who takes part in first-person RPG dungeon crawling, as well as restaurant management, and no doubt plenty of VN-style conversations. I'm definitely interested in giving this a go, but I doubt they'll give me a review code. There is a standard edition as well as a collector's edition which contains a booklet as well as a figurine of something called Roxy in a maid outfit. Much intrigued. And our executive producers Ishin, Robotech and Vey have chosen this as their pick of the week. Dreadout 2 is getting a physical release in Japan this week, following on from its Asian physical release. Although if you watch my recent video on Physical Paradise, you'll remember that this has been announced that it's gonna get a physical release in North America for sure. So it's losing its claim as being an import exclusive. I really like this game. I mean, it's not great, but it's channeling some nice budgeted horror, something you'd find on the PS2. Always gets the approval from me. And our executive producers, Cartoon Soren, God of Resin, Brent McLean, and Instacritic have chosen this as their pick of the week. Psychic Horror Adventure Complete Series Shiin Cross NG Cross Shinigami Shibito Magire is also releasing in Japan. This is essentially the Death Mark trilogy on one cartridge, but there is no English. Alright, let's jump into the community spotlight. Dennis and Vicky sent in this photo of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, which I personally think is a nice introductory VN. I know some people will disagree with that, but its initial short length plus plenty of roots and intrigue makes it show the power VNs can actually have, and I think that's, I think it's a good entry point personally. Executive producer Feig sent in this photo picking up SMT Vengeance, which I find kind of hilarious has DLC. Like, it's the definitive version of a game already released. Why does it have DLC? I hate modern gaming. Galban sent in this photo with an impressive stack of games, including Knights of the Old Republic 2, which, due to my Star Wars retrospective that I'm working on, I am literally playing it for the first time this weekend, at least properly. My disc was broke as a kid. My heart was broken too. Executive producer Instacritic sent in this photo picking up the Silver Star Collection in the top left, which is a super obscure import. Only one of the games has English, and it's the crappy version of chess. Needless to say, I also have a copy of this in the mail right now. PlayAsia finally put it in my budget range. Executive producer Ishin sent in this photo with some nice visual novels. It's recently been announced that the Japanese physical of Canon will be getting an English update in the near future. I wonder if Air might be the next one. Kevin W sent in this photo picking up Yuden Chronicle. I still haven't had the time to play past where I got up to, but I think I'm going to restart and play it on my Xbox instead when I finally get the time. Executive producer Precision Plague sent in this photo getting in a wealth of games, including a few imports. Cross Tales, I like that game a lot. The Japanese physical went down to $25 at PlayAsia. Perfect. Robin H sent in this photo picking up a couple of Microids releases. They are a company that I should like. I just find their quality assurance to be lacking on the Switch, so I'm always a bit skeptical about buying their games. Sandra K sent in this photo with some nice VNs, including Raging Loop, which is supposed to be one of the best on the system, despite being published by Kemco. Executive producer Vei, my man in Japan, sent in this photo picking up the much better and much more consumer-friendly Monster Hunter Stories 1, the Japanese version, and the collector's edition of Snufkin. And how can we forget the one everyone's gonna forget, MotoGP 24, the Japanese physical with English, the only place you can get this physically. Wow. Wankel Rotary Engine picked up a classic Metroid Dread, I think, and I hope we will be hearing news of Metroid Prime 4 during the Nintendo Direct, whenever that's gonna happen. Executive producer Cartoon Soren sent in this photo with a Better Culture live stream too, although I don't think it's going to be the most cultural game on the Switch once Bunny Garden releases next month. Not sure the physical collecting world is ready for Bunny Garden, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my video on Physical Paradise. Oh boy. Alright, let's have a roundup. Morality. Ashura G. Jennifer M. Mickey McFlynn. Vast Neon. Xiao Pichu. McLaren. Kresalak. Lewis K. Pabs. Samuel R. Those are fan-made stuff, FYI. Alright, please send me your pictures on Twitter if you can. DM me at SoWhatAboutGame. We have an email address, switchwatchspotlight@gmail.com, and our Discord. The server link should be below in the description. Only send me one picture per week, guys. Alright, special thanks, as always, to our executive producers, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Boombox, Brent McLean, Alexander Cato, JCross7776, Punky Dooster, Cartoon Soren, Robotech, Raven Knight, Thorn Metal Luna, Isa, Vey, Offone, Instacritic, Precision Plague, Alex M, Feig, Josh Foot, and Ishin. Plus you watching right now. If you watched all the way through, please leave me a high five emoji in the comments, because I need a high five right now. Okay, I need to get pumped for my Star Wars retrospective. I'm plowing through all the games right now. Okay, I hope you all have a good day. Take care.